Oh, hey, how's it going? So I was making breakfast this morning, went to go to the stove to cook some pancakes, quickly realized it wasn't working. The microwave wasn't working, the oven wasn't working, the power was coming on, then off, on, then off. So I decided to troubleshoot it. Lo and behold, it was a bad outlet on the adjacent wall. So the power was not able to get through that outlet and pass on to the outlets being used by the microwave and the oven. So I'm going to replace that outlet and hopefully it fixes the problem.
So I'm going to plug in my outlet tester to see if I'm getting voltage. As you can see, the slightest touch of the tester on the outlet causes power to be lost to the microwave. Even here, it's fully seated, but just the slightest touch and movement. And as you can see here, they used the punches in the back of the outlet when they built the house 30 years ago. Now it's time to turn off the circuit breaker so we can work on this further. Now I'm going to test to make sure that power is truly off, and it looks like we're all good. These are some of the tools and materials I typically use on outlet jobs. Now let's cut off all the connectors on the back and disconnect the ground. I like to separate the common and the hot leads just for a good safety practice. Now the ground wires seem to have a lot of paint on it, so to make sure there's good connectivity to the outlet, I did a little bit of sanding. Now sometimes this can be the difficult part of stripping the wires. I like to just make a little cut and then use the tip of the cutters to pull the jacket away. Now you just use the hole in the cutters. You just twist it around and you can make the loop for the connector so that they can go on the posts of the outlet. Another way of doing this, and sometimes my preferred way, is just use some needle nose pliers. You just kind of grab the tip of it and then you roll it over the back side of the needle nose pliers. So let's attach the ground. Then we're going to attach the commons. Commons are usually white, and they always go on the silver posts. Now time to attach the hot leads, usually the black wire. You want to make sure all the wires are connected so that the loops go clockwise so that it tightens rather than loosening when you tighten the screw. And the hot leads will attach to the gold posts. Now tuck in the cables. You just kind of push to the rear and then the other part goes diagonally across and should make enough room. I like to push against the outlet while I'm screwing in the screw. This keeps the nut part from stripping out, which is made of plastic. Now it's time to turn power back on at the circuit breaker. And with the test, we can see that it's good. And we tested it, the microwave, and it's good as well, so it's time to put on the faceplate. I was also a little bit curious as to why the outlet failed. And when I took it apart, I did notice that the post that the conductors are pushed in, the spring mechanism must have gone bad, because these are supposed to be stiff and you shouldn't be able to move them. But as I was pushing around this one and then this one right here, they were moving around and actually pushed in a little bit, and that was part of the failure.
So we just removed and replaced an electrical outlet. That was fairly simple, as you saw. Then we went further. We isolated what was wrong with that outlet. Mainly, the punch down blocks on the back had given up their retention over time. Now that we have a new electrical outlet, everything works perfect, and it's time for me to go make some breakfast.